Hey, what's up everybody? This is Dynamite here with some support strategies for the Gears of War 2 map Avalanche. There are two strategies here that are honestly best suited for beginners, but they can work well for advanced players as well. I'm going to show you each of them in detail, what can go right and wrong while you use these strategies, and which of the two is best in my opinion. Also, the map images I use in here can be found on gearsofwar.wikia.com, so whoever actually made them, I hope you don't mind me using them. Okay, so I'm going to show you a very basic covering strategy for the frag rounds on Avalanche here. I'm taking a position of that blue dot. The reason for this is because of all my lines of sight, which are those blue lines. I can see my left flank, I can see 3 stairways, and I can see behind my teammates. Most importantly though, that red line, I can see anybody on the other team trying to pick up the grenades. So here I am in my position. Let's see who gets there first. Well, this is actually going to be pretty simple because not only have my guys gotten there first, but it looks like none of the members of the COG are even here yet. We've got one teammate covering the guy who's actually picking up the nades, and then me covering both of them. I can shoot both behind them and to any of the 3 stairwells on their left. And actually, as an added bonus, if there's any action going on to the left on the street, past that little archway, I can shoot in there as well. So I'm taking the harder of the 3 angles because the COG didn't really make a push here. And I'm still able to cover everybody all the way over on the left. And I actually managed to get it down out of that. So now really all I need is for somebody to clean it up, and there it is, somebody got him. But this time we're going to step it up one tiny notch in aggression. Not getting aggressive, just getting a little more aggressive. I've taken the blue route to get to the blue dot right there because it offers me the best visibility at the most dangerous line of sight indicated in red right there. Now the difference between this strategy and the previous strategy is because I can actually actively cover the green lines here where any locusts might be flanking. So if there are any flanks and my teammate gets in any real close quarters trouble, I'm more readily able to step in and defend him, and if there's no such trouble, we can push into their house behind them. So there I am covering that dangerous line of sight, and we've got no push here whatsoever, so we're able to move in and get behind them in their house. And I'm actually just going to do like a SWAT cover here. Make sure that anybody covering around the quick angle won't be able to take out my fat Samoan teammate. We've managed to get all the way in behind them, and we've executed a perfect flank without anybody ever really getting into any real trouble. And just in case you want to see how well we executed it, here it is. Guy who tried to two-piece me gets cut in half by my teammate. So far we're going well. I like to pick up the mortar and blind fire sometimes just in case anybody wants to have a taste of the raffle sauce. Nope. Nobody was thirsty, but this guy wants some shotgun shells up the ass. And now we've got a 2v1 against this guy. Just got a little work to do. I can't really see anything, so I get downed. But get pick up and the one shot.
Got it.
Now what I really like about that clip is not just the support and the flank and the execution, but the fact that we've really managed to avoid any serious trouble in bad situations. And as a result, you can see we are able to take the round. Now, you new players probably prefer the first method because it puts you in the least amount of danger, but I'm going to show you why it doesn't always work so well. So I'm taking the same position I took before, just the other side of the map because I'm the COG this time, not the Locust. I can still see that tough angle, and I can still shoot support on frags, which is actually good. I get the down. But the issue with supporting from so far away is that I'm in no position to revive anybody who's in close quarters combat. And right there, I've basically got to let that guy Victorious B go. I can't get to him in time, and now I'm left with just the bot, as you can see by my TACCOM there. And that, unfortunately, inevitably leads to this. Friggin' two-piece. Alright, this time we're going to try a more aggressive support strategy. So here we have the map of Avalanche again. We're going to want to filter the cog into the blue circle there. That's one trap zone, stairs near mortar, and there's the other, the house where they spawn. A teammate and I have rolled out to the right. He's going to go up the stairs to the mortar. I'm going to stay in the street. We want to make sure that we don't cross the green line, because if we do, I won't be able to cover guys to the left, and my Locust teammates won't have me to help if they need me. That's right, bitches. Now, the whole idea behind a strategy like this and forcing the enemy into locations like that is that they're tough areas to escape from, especially the circle and the house. And the reason I call this an advanced strategy is that its success really depends on a couple of factors that are kind of out of your control, and you need to be ready for that. You really want to be pushing steadily at the same rate that your teammates are on other areas of the map, which you can keep an eye on with TACCOM, which I really recommend. And if they're not pushing, then that means that nobody's supporting anybody, and that means that you shouldn't push either. You can get all the way into enemy territory, but what good does it do you if you're all alone? So basically what I'm saying is that there are a lot of adjustments that you'll have to make, and the position we're in right now allows us to do that. You can dart back into the house, you can dart through the nade area, use all the cover around you, whatever. But the fact of the matter is that this spot here lets us get wherever we need to get as quickly as possible, which is actually something you should keep in mind for all maps. So this is what it looks like when it's done correctly. So I'm just throwing out some cover fire here. I've got a teammate to my right, and nope, there's one to my left as well. Haven't really moved up yet. Don't worry, we're about to. So steadily up we go, tossing a smoke up. Maybe my teammate up there can use it. We've gotten up pretty far, maybe ready for the final push, so let's check where we are. Looks like I've got two teammates ready to push to the house, so I'm feeling pretty good right now that we'll have a numbers advantage when they get to the other side of that door, and we've got a really good chance of killing whoever's here waiting for us. I really can't stress enough the importance of using TACCOM when you're using a support strategy, because, I mean, really everything depends on knowing where your teammates are and being in range to get wherever it is that they're going to need you. So here we are, making the final push. I'm pretty confident in most 1v1s, but who needs to do a 1v1 when I know that I've got my teammate here? So together we're able to take him out, no problem. So now that we did all that, the result is this beautiful 3v1. Now I understand that for my part, mostly all I did was walk down the street and provide covering fire, and my teammates executed. But I mean, really, the success of any strategy depends on how well all of the parts involved execute. And all my teammates here did really, really well. And by the time I got where they were, I was ready to do my part, and I got my kill. So now all we have to do is finish the job. Ooh, just kidding, 2v1. Oh, so I guess he's up there in our trap zone, right where I wanted him. I dropped my meat shield, so I'm more ready to help this guy, which he needs. But I don't. So you can see how beautifully that strategy worked, how well everybody executed, and we got the win. Okay, so I'm going to cut this off right now. Hopefully, though, I've given you a couple of different thoughts to bring into the next time you play Execution on Avalanche. I think one of the great things about Gears is that there's no one way to play any map or any game type or anything like that. And these are just a few things that I do. We've got one pretty passive strategy, one mildly aggressive strategy, and one much more aggressive strategy. But they all work on different levels for different reasons. If I had to draw one common denominator, though, it's the emphasis on teamwork. None of these strategies work unless everybody's doing what they've got to do, and I understand that it's kind of hard to depend on others sometimes, but if everything's working right and you do your job, your teammates do their job, you're going to win a lot of matches.